morning, everyone. It is pitch black dark outside because I woke up at 5 a.m. Now it's almost 6 a.m. I'm actually going home today for winter break, so I'm doing a little bit of traveling today, and I have mad travel anxiety, so I decided that to ease my anxieties, I'm gonna take you guys along with me and we're gonna do a 24-hour reading challenge. I haven't done one of these in a really long time. It's 6 a.m. I need to catch the 6:30 bus. Can someone explain to me like why I have the biggest travel anxiety ever? I'm literally just bringing that backpack, this tote bag, and the clothes on my bare back, and if you're bringing any more than that, you're literally kidding yourself. Like my friend says, she brought 2 sweaters home and only wore 1. I need to choose what books I'm going to be bringing. I might bring Divergent, not for this video, but because I want to film a video of me reading this book. I'm really interested in reading this book, The Light Between Oceans, and I heard that it's really good. First book that I think I'm gonna try to read is This Is How You Lose the Time War, because my friend and I agreed to read and annotate this book for each other, and she already finished hers. I'm the limiting reagent. Nobody gets me like you. Is this worth the real estate? Okay, I'm gonna start the timer. I think when I start reading, maybe on the train. I made these little notes for my 2 roommates who are still here because I won't be able to say bye. We're gonna go. I'm on the train. It's a ghost town in here. We're gonna start the timer. The 24-hour reading challenge is gonna start. I have my pen. We're gonna annotate it. We're gonna start the timer. 3, 2, 1.
I met a boy under the moonlight. We fell in love when we looked into each other's eyes.
Oh my gosh, look at the caroling. Guys, I'm at the station now, but I briefly stopped in the middle of nowhere. So I got a tea. I got Tim's. I'm gonna sit here and eat before I go again. It has been 1.5 hours. I'm gonna head to the subway now, but I decided to start listening to an audiobook, which is this book, 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think by Brianna Weiss. While I'm walking, almost fell asleep on the train, low-key. Guys, look at this cute cafe that I'm in.
Gone the distance, I've waited for so long. Sweet like candy, I missed it.
It's really short. It's based about these like 2 time travelers. There's like a time war happening. I don't really know what the war is about, but they travel like to periods in time to like try to like change things in the timeline to like make it better for their side. They're like rival agents. They're called Red and Blue. But they start leaving like encoded letters for each other, and it's like an enemies lovers like cat and mouse kind of game. And the letters are so intricately left. Like one of them was like in the carcass of like a seal. I don't really understand like anything else that's going on in like the backdrop, but I kind of don't care about that. I just want to see the romance happening. I will be able to finish this in this coffee shop. I'm not going to connect to the Wi-Fi here, but because I don't know the password, I'm too shy to ask for it. I also texted both my sisters that I'm here, but I don't think either of them are going to come keep me company, which is okay. And I bought food.
The taste of your tongue, oh, I'm melting when you're gone. Sweet was the day when you finally came.
Imagine being the recipient of like a letter like this, beautifully poetic. Men could never. It's noon now. We're almost 5 hours into the gym. The tension, the panic, the yearning, the cafe got a lot more full, so I'm now a lot more self-conscious. Here will ever see me again, right? Slash, I look like every other generic East Asian girly, so like, would they even know? I think I was inadvertently slash kind of advertently spoiled for a reveal in this book because I just wanted to search up the characters' ages on the interweb, and then I think I got accidentally spoiled for like this like side little mystery that was like never really addressed, but it's actually the plot twist at the end of this book. Now we're getting the revelation and I'm like, okay, this is what I thought it was, but actually basically for Blue and Red, every time they had some kind of interaction, there would be like one like mysterious sentence at the end of the chapter that's like, the seeker came, and then you just see the seeker like eating all this random garbage that Red and Blue left, like pieces of bone or like random feathers. Like you just see the seeker going and eating all of it. But I was spoiled for like who the seeker was, but actually I didn't put together why the seeker was doing all that, but now I know, and that actually is a good revelation. So see, spoilers are good. I finished it 5 hours and 20 minutes in. I'll explain more about what I thought in privacy when I'm not in a public setting because I'm kind of embarrassed, but I think I'm gonna read this one.
Hold you in my arms, and then you sang to me a song about how we were meant to be. My body aches when you went away.
I don't on the streets of Toronto. My arms are shaking so much because yesterday was Arms Day. Go cafe hopping and hop to another cafe. I know that there's another one here because I want a bagel. You guys say bagel or bagel? I say bagel, but I think bagel is more fun.
But I always knew you'd come back, so I could finish the song and we could both sing along. I'm not saying it was perfect, I'm just saying it was meant to be. I'm not saying that you one day, but in the end, boy.
Hey guys, I haven't explained what this book is about, but I feel like I should so that I can explain why I'm literally about to cry right now. It's about a man named Tom, and he like works at a lighthouse. He served in World War I. A boat washes to the shore of where their lighthouse is. A man is dead in it, and then there's like a baby who is alive. And so they obviously take in the baby. Part one of the story, which I didn't know we were gonna get, flashbacks, I guess, to like how they first met and how they fell in love. I love that part of the story. And then part two is when I like literally want to cry. And they keep trying to have a baby, but then she keeps getting miscarriages. It's giving me like little fires everywhere. Like I feel it's gonna be like that kind of dilemma. And I'm pretty sure when I read the synopsis of the book, it was just like what happens when like people do bad things for good reasons. I feel like it's the taking the baby slash like wanting the baby because they're really good people. It's like a bad thing that they're doing, but it's like for a good reason. First chapter opens up with them finding the baby, and then it flashes back to when they first met, and then now we're back in the proper timeline where they have the new baby. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm just people watching. Almost 9 hours in. Yes, I'm listening to reading ambiance. I'm really so glad that I'm vlogging because look at who just commented on my video. Haley Fan commented on my video. Oh my gosh, excuse me as I ugly cry. I'm about to run into some Toronto traffic right now. She said we have similar tastes. Can't believe this. What? I just got noticed by Haley Fam. Crying and throwing up right now. It's literally dark outside. I'm almost halfway now. Time to brave the cold. The wind just feels like a million knives stabbing at my skin. That's fine. The city gives me anxiety. Oh, there's construction. Time to find another entrance. And then it's gonna be like a 3-hour drive. 3 hours into the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna be off the grid. Okay, now I'm just waiting outside. Waiting for my sister to come or my parents to come. Growing up in Canada, better have made my skin built different. I feel like a kid carrying their lunchbox around in middle school. Okay, let me do a quick reading update. Except the reading update isn't sub-zero temperature. The light between ocean is giving me gray hairs and stress acne. I feel like we're literally watching the dismantling of a beautiful, what could have been a beautiful, beautiful love. And it's literally so sad. Make me want to read All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover because I know that book also deals with like marriage and like miscarriage. I need a stress ball while I'm reading this book. Our two main characters, they kind of like lied, and it stresses me out so much to read lies snowballing and people being dishonest in books. That gives me so much anxiety. I hate lying, and I feel like the longer that the lie goes on, the worse that it is for everybody involved. Coming clean earlier on would have avoided like all the entire mess afterwards, and this is like snowballing into like such a big, so it stresses me out. I feel like they set up like each of the characters' backstories and motivations so perfectly in part one that when the conflict is introduced in part two, it makes perfect sense, and it makes it so emotionally painful for you to read because there is no clear right answer. Okay, there's kind of a clear right answer, and they're not doing it. We're not robots. Like, we can't just always do what we know is right. We have feelings. That's the whole point of us being human. So I feel like you can understand that human part of it, but you know that what they're doing is wrong. My hair's about to fall out. I'm about to be snatched bald in the next clip. I think I'm gonna go back to listening to my audiobook because I'm trying to change the way that I think in 101 ways. I started listening to it while I was walking. I really liked it actually. I might get like the actual book. Oh, and a weird man stared at me while he was driving past me. I hate how there's so many men here. Okay, if men are so strong, then why do you need cars? Just walk. I'm also scared of the dark. Oh my god. Guys, success. I found shelter. Give me shelter. Now it's just a 3-hour long journey. 5 people stuck in a car together. Oh, almost 10 hours in. Cannot believe I got up at the butt crack of dawn today. It's been 10 hours. Try to milk as much light out of the traffic as I can. Listening to this, there's one thing I can always count on of why it's good to come back home, which is trips to Costco. Guys, Costco sample. They were giving out Reese's peanut butter cups. It's what capitalism can do for you. This is lemonade. Look at this. Peppermint bark. Score! Red seedless grapes. I'm a red grape girly. Red soft grapes.
Green all the way.
The book section. Why did they cut the book section short? Read that. What's it? Ellen Hilder brand. Gosh, Michelle Obama has a new book. How did you get so many? Pierogies. Next, chili. Hello guys. I'm finally home. Oh my god. My whole body is sore. It's now almost 10:30. We're on our 15th hour of the 24-hour reading challenge. But I am 66% of the way through 101 essays that will change the way you think. I'm literally loving this. I want to finish this as soon as possible. I can't talk properly. I think I'm frozen. Also, I was clutching this Egg McMuffin wrapper the entire car ride, listening to my audiobook. Oh, okay, I'm gonna unpack. Hi everyone, don't kill me, but it's been a while. And I finished the 24 hours. I just never finished out this video because I was really tired. But I thought that I should wrap up. It's been quite hectic. But I made sure to save the time so that you guys could see. I ended up like going over it. So I stopped the time at 25 hours, 23 minutes and 41 seconds because that's when I woke up. I slept in the next day. I slept in. That's why I didn't finish out the video. But I at least wanted to sum up what I had read during the 24 hours. My main mission was accomplished, which was that I annotating and reading This Is How You Lose a Time War. I'm about to run out of battery. I got halfway through The Light Between Oceans, and then I got 66% of the way through 101 essays to change the way that you think. Oh, I'm gonna run out of battery. Okay, I'm back for the third time. I think this is a sign that we're ready to close out the video. I like this book. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. It's really like short, which is probably why everything seemed like moved really quickly, like the relationship. You know, I like a slow moving relationship, but I understood this, and I feel like this book wasn't really about swooning over the romance. Like I think that it was more to do with like the plot and the story. So this is definitely a plot driven book. I love a character driven book, but for a plot driven book, I felt like it was fine. I liked it. It was confusing. I didn't understand like a lot of what was going on, but I thought it was written beautifully. My hometown like childhood best friend, she messaged me and told me that she was her prof and taught her a class at her school, which is so cool. This is all annotated. I'm gonna give it to my roommate. Next, Light Between Oceans. I still need to finish reading this. I haven't been able to sit down and read because I've been really busy since I came here. It's just getting sad, stressful, which is why I haven't been able to finish it. But I know that I do have to, and it is a good book, very literary, and I love books like that. So I definitely highly recommend. I'm gonna finish this. And then 101 Essays to Change the Way That You Think. Love this book. The things that I think about, just like me personally, this book is like everything that I think about. Like I always think about this kind of stuff, and it's kind of like my brand in like my social circles, like my friend groups, is that I always think about like emotional intelligence and like deep things. Like I think about those to death and I love talking about them, and I feel like this book talks about all the things that I always think about. I think I clicked really well with this book because it is just everything in my head and everything that I think about on my spare time. Like I'm definitely one of those people who like think about life more than living life, which is its own issue, and it talks about it there, it calls me out on it, but I really enjoyed that. Anyway, I'm gonna close out this video so that I can edit it and get it out as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. Follow me on my socials, they're all linked in the description. I want to do more 24-hour reading challenges in the future because I feel like it helps me get reading in and makes me relax, like forces me to like take time off of just like doing schoolwork, which I desperately need to do for myself. So yeah, bye.